My capture card crashed my computer. It was like, yeah, no. When my capture card went all glitchy like that, I I actually unplugged it and plugged it back in, and my computer went and freaking blue screened. I was like, cool. It does that from time to time. All right. It's not a card. It's a laptop. So it's just a capture card, external USB. All right, so I opened this up, and he
is bullshit.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if the China one's not working or what, but I opened it up. He already had a mod chip in here, so I put it back together because I was like, yeah, there's already a mod chip in here, but he doesn't want this mod chip in here. He wants the Matrix Infinity. So we will remove this mod chip, but I think the points are relatively the same. So interestingly enough, I wonder if I change this to the points that this has, would it work?
Fuck no, I just fucked it.
Yeah, actually, I'm curious about that. Check this out. Oop, wrong one. So this one has... This one has a very different way of installing them. I kind of like that, but they also don't look very solid on those pins. Maybe they are. I like how he did that. I should do it that way. Looks a lot easier than coming in from the front. Yeah, I like that. That's schmexy. I'm gonna start trying to do that. So anyways, let's check these pins against the ones that I have, because I'm pretty sure this is different. Like, that's the same pin, the green one, that's the same pin in the diagram. So is this one over here on that point, and so is this one over here. But these, I believe, are different. Yeah, they're different. Oh, you know what? He's got an extra one in there. That's probably the only reason why. What's this green wire then? Oh, B? Huh. Let me check. I wonder why that one's not disappearing when you do it. Let me see. Actions. Felix. Huh. Alright, hold on. I want to get this board out. And I want to see what the difference is. Actually, let me see that diagram. Thanks, Tom. Modbo. 70-42. He's 17. All right, so the interesting thing about this diagram, right? This one says A. This one says B. That's actually correct. B is there. A is different on his. Actually, he has a different one. Let me see what this one is. This is GH 7242. 7242. Weird, he's got 4 though. He's got 4. What does he have on it? That's B. Yeah, okay, so he has B there. Then GHI. Oh, there's P on this one. There's a P. There's no P on the one that I have. SX. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure, Puckalo. It should be fine. It plays all the other discs. No, it's reading PS2 games. It just wasn't reading PS1. I don't think this one's gonna be any different, so I don't think I'm gonna find anything on this. We're just gonna go ahead and remove this chip and put the matrix instead. Sure exactly how I'm going to do it. Oh, where's that? Oh, okay, that's fine. All right. I have a question. So, on this board, on this Matrix Infinity, alright, it's got S, X, and Y. Then it has R, all the letters over here. Then it has reset through I. 3 in ground. And then it has these pads here, which are obviously part of the BIOS. Then it has these pads here, which are unused, but it has this one single circular pad up top here, right? I'm not sure what that is. It's not labeled, but maybe the V17, maybe, but like, so what's this then? What's this one right here? Was it blanked out because there used to be a letter there, or are you supposed to put that point there? Because, I mean, this says Modbo. So maybe this was an older diagram used for a point that you needed before and they took the letter off. You think this blank one is supposed to go to that blank circle, or nah? It also has CX, which isn't even on the Matrix Infinity, so I've never had to use this pad on anything, on any of the other ones to get it to work, so I would assume no, but okay, so I doubt it. I think I'm just guessing. All the other ones are working. Watch, and I bet you this one will work too once I finish it. We'll tack those up better when I'm done. See this res? That's not on there. Neither is clock. F, G, H, and I. F is not on there. G, H, and I are, so F is not on there, but G is. H. I. I will touch that up later. And then res and clock are not part of the game, so we'll go ahead and take those off. Either is F. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, I have no idea what it is, Bat Bam. On the mod bows? Yeah, this is a real one. No, it has 1.93. I already flashed them. Alright. So VCC, I'm assuming is... Yep, this is 3.3. So we're going to take this one. That's that. Oh, that's reset, the res one. Okay. Not resolution, but reset. Res is for reset. Okay. So that one, the clock one definitely is not on this chip. All right. So we're going to put this now R. There's no P. There's O. Oh, there is P. Never mind. O. N. We got M. Yeah, the other one's not working, Snow. I don't know why it's not working. All the other models are working except for that 42. I'm not sure why. But I got most of them. Yeah, I'll have to look again on them, see if there's anything different on the links you sent. But I'm pretty sure that we have all the diagrams that are available. QTUV, so Q. Move this guy. Q goes here. T. U. And V. Okay, then we need SX and Y. Here's, oh, there's 2 grounds.
Booty was
Not sure why.
more important than food. Booty.
What's up, Elmo? Haha, mime. It's for another mod chip, probably Makina, yeah. So where's SX? SX is here. And this is VCC. And this one's ground. And this one's ground. Y is this green one. So put that one there. And then W is this one. Okay. So then this one, that's VCC. This is SX. Okay, the chip can go bye-bye. Then huh? What you talking about, Elmo? I don't get it. Oh, I am soldering a mod chip on a PS2. So this is SX. Can you move just a wee bit up there so I can fit SX on there? How about like that? Okay. All right, and then VCC is not going to reach my point, so we're gonna have to redo that. VCC needs to be taken off. And then ground will be fine. Ground here. This is also a ground, which can be removed. Oh, you know what I'll do is I will remove this one because it's on this side of the board. Poink. Take this ground here, put it on. This one can be removed. This one is one that we're not using, and then well, actually this is ground. This is VCC. No, that was removed. This is ground as well. Interesting. Hold on 1 second. Not sure what this one is. Oh, okay, that's that extra one
Sweet,
that didn't have a spot. Alright, so we need VCC. And I think that's it. Oh, that's what happens when you don't have small Kynar wire strippers. It does not work right. Yeah, see, this one, PS14, is not a fuse either. It's a 200 ohm resistor, or 2000 ohm resistor. Mike. Did it pop to shop? I didn't notice. That's so funny. You're a goofball. It did. You dork. Alright, so this is done. I think I'm going to try to put this, though. Okay, it can't go there, and it can't go there. So, I have to put it here. I'm not sure if this is going to fit in the shell the way that chip is
if you
oriented.
are wise, you'll listen to me.
What is going on with Elmo? What are you on? What is going on? Who is he responding to, E.T.? I don't get it. E.T. just does those pop-ups all the time. I don't know what you're responding to. Elmo. I was not screaming.
In the middle of the earth, in the land of
I
Charlotte's
was
a brave
working.
little hobbit
I've
whom
just
we
been
all
really busy the
admire.
last couple of days, and I had a lot of stuff that I had to do. I didn't want the stream to distract me from getting as much work done as I possibly could, even though I'm still the same today. I have a lot of work to do. That's why I'm staying after. Okay. So. Ah, gotcha, Elmo. All right, one. And we'll put this one here. Put the power supply back in. Why is that, Mime? I did not ignore you. I had stuff that I needed to get done. And I couldn't focus on the stream, so I apologize. But I'm here now, so. And after hours, for that matter, so. Can you ever forgive me, Mime? Will you ever forgive me? If not, that's okay too. Just means you need to learn forgiveness, my friend. I mean, I closed at 7, Nagami. It's 10 o'clock, so yeah. Oh. Maybe I should look at the diagram for this one. Yep. Maybe I should wire it myself. Aw, sad day. Yeah, it looks like I should wire it myself instead of trusting on the old wire. Alright. Fuck me. Oh boy. Alright, let's take a peek, see. Goodness golly. That's what I try to get for taking the short route. Okay, so this is a no, not sick. All right, let's take a look at the diagram. This is a V17. Let's go back. This is a 7242, which is a V18. Okay. Let's double check this. So this chip here, the first one, so PONM. So P. Yep. O. N. M. Okay, that's correct. QTUVRW. Q. T. T U V Huh. Why isn't that one blinking? Okay, I got the wrong one. Okay, those are all correct. Oh, I didn't. Reset's good. Yeah, reset. It should be here. Okay. One should be here. Oh, you know why? Because I never soldered the ground wire.
Is
Computer mooter.
this a scam? No.
Damn. Damn, ET. If there ever was a frag on a PS2, then that would have been it. I'm going to agree with you on that. Ground. I forgot the ground that was on there was cut off because it wasn't long enough. Alright. I think everything else is correct, but I'm surprised that it wouldn't boot if the mod chip wasn't active. That doesn't really make much sense. Let me just see. Florin, thanks for the follow. Okay, let's see. Just quick power on because I don't have the heatsink, which is kind of a tiny little heatsink. Yes, Mike. Yes, welcome. I know, Batman, right? Fuck. Damn. Okay. Facts. I really did, though. I didn't check all the points yet, so I should check them. Fart nuggets. Alright, well, I checked half the points. Let me check the other half now. See what they come to. This actually wasn't a sloppy job. It was a good job. 3.3. Okay, PS14. Yep, so that is correct. VCC is correct. SX. Let me check. SX is, let's see if SX is actually correct. SX. Oh, that's really hard to tell. Let's see, so if this is in the top right, Yeah, I don't know. That does not look. Yeah, it does. It does look like Medusa. So let me see if I get this straight, because I can't see this for the life of me, you guys. This point right here, it says SX. Where the fart is that point? It looks like there's a resistor. All right, let me just see. I want to look at this because I don't see that point on here. Oops. Elmo, stop being annoying or I'll just block you. Thank you. Okay, so SX should be here. So there's the okay, it's on either one of those. So yeah, this is SX. And it's set to here, which is pin 1. But on the diagram, it actually doesn't show that. On the diagram, it actually shows, looks like it connects to here. These two. On the diagram. This is the old mod chip was connected to, but that wouldn't cause it to not power on with video. Let's see. Is this one of the ones that's not connected? I think it is, yeah. This is not one from the diagram, so I'm taking this one out. Well, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it because this is not where... That's not where it says it goes. It says on the diagram... It says it goes here. Which, if this is pin 1 here to the left, I guess it is, because there's a dot there. It's not this pin here on top. It's that pin. So yeah, that would be pin 1. But that wouldn't cause it to not turn on. Yeah, so what about the other one that I have that launches a PS1 game but goes to black screen? You need a 4070. Elmo. Alright, let me get my, if I can find my flux. Somewhere on my board. I do not know where my flux went. Ah, my desk is a mess. All right, whatever. Let's try the other 3 points. So 1, 2, 3. It's gonna go. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. The fourth one should not be connected to anything. I don't believe it is. Actually, no. The green one's connected to B. No, that's correct. This fourth blue one should not be connected to anything. It is not. Yeah, this one is not connected to anything. Wiggle them? They look good. Yeah, they're good. This point here is Y. That is correct. And then this point over here is A, and that is also correct. So everything is correct. The only thing that was off is SX. So I don't know why I would be getting why I would be getting no video now, but let's try again. Good night, Raid Ready. Hey, Sasha, what's up? Yeah, the other PS2 is reading all PS2 games, including imports, but it's not reading PS1 games. It won't launch them. I don't know why. It goes to a black screen. Doesn't say unrecognized disc or not, you know, insert a PlayStation disc. It just goes to a black screen. Don't know why. Never worked on that type of board, though. These smaller boards, I've never done a Modbo on for a PS2. I've only done the larger PS2 Slim boards. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, power button. Thank you. Oh wait, maybe the disk drive needs to be connected for it to boot? No, I don't see why. That wouldn't make much sense. Yeah, I don't think you need the disk drive. Huh. Don't think you do. Don't know why you would. Yeah, 3.45. That makes much sense to me. Yeah, but it would still show video. All the other ones did. Triangle circle would go into the settings, but huh. I mean, unless I got ABGHI incorrectly, but I don't think those would also have a problem. Plus, I swapped them all from the one chip to the other one, so I don't see how I could have gotten them incorrectly. But it was booting with the other chip, so let me just double check that I didn't bork something. Hey, Andrew, yeah, I've been trying to get through shit, and this is why I wanted to stay after, because these PS2s, I'm like, oof, I don't know if I want to do Modbos. Like, Modbos can sometimes, well, Matrix Infinities. I've not had any problems with Modbos. These Matrix Infinities can suck my balls, because these motherfuckers are being a pain in the ass, dude. I've never had problems with my Modbos. These fuckers, though, are killing me. And then they should be the same damn thing. They should be the same chip. So it makes no sense to me. Let me just make sure this has video. Yeah, see? Something's wrong with the other one. Something's wrong with this other PS2. So I guess by taking the cheap route and trying to swap the mod wires from the mod chip that was already installed to this one was not a good idea. Because it is not booting now. Alright. Pain in the ass. Alright, let me see here. So, B would be this dude here. B. Sorry. Oh, well, that isn't That is B. Yeah, it should be B. B. B to here. It is. G should be right below it. It is. H should be below that. It is. I'm telling you, all of them are the same. It's very, very strange. Ground is fine. There's literally no reason why it shouldn't be displaying video. No reason at all. Very, very odd. I mean, at this point, I've checked all the points. Yeah, we'll just see, and then if not, I guess I'll go ahead and just take the chip out and start over from scratch. Alright, or I damaged something when I was swapping over the things, but I didn't have any bad wires, so I really don't know. I really don't. Maybe I damaged it. Like I said, though, I didn't have any wires that were incorrectly installed when I swapped it over, so... Well, I guess we'll take the mod bow out then, or the Matrix Infinity out, see what happens. The ground wasn't even hooked up the first time I had the chip plugged in, so it doesn't make any sense to me. And I didn't solder any wires on this thing, so how the fuck could I have killed it? Like, I didn't even solder any wires on this system. I just reused the old ones. But obviously something happened. Unless there was some sort of modification they did when they put this chip in on the board that I don't know about. Something else modified on the board. I can't imagine, but who knows? Yeah, I guess I fucking borked it somehow. Because now it doesn't load at all. Don't know. Very strange. I legitimately didn't solder any wires to this system, so. Okie dokie. Oh. Only thing I can think of is that the only wire that I did solder was this one. And I didn't take the fuse out, so that's not it. Okie dokie. Makes no sense at all. I have no idea what the fuck that's all about. Really don't. Okay. Where can I put this chip that'll lay flat? Will it lay flat there? No. How about there? Okay. Will lay flat there. I'm so sick of working on these mod bows. Oh man. I don't think I'll take another mod bow in for a while after dealing with these matrices. Ugh. Let's see, A, B, G. Those go through the board. Can I do it this way? That'd actually be pretty good. Alright, that'll do. I think I'll leave these on for when I do them. Alright. Half of the wires are already on here, so those ones I know are fine. So we'll go ahead and resolder those wires on. Those are these guys for the, I think for the PS2 side. So this would be P. The next one would be O, P-O-N-M. P-O. N. M. Okay, and then the other side. Is Q. TUV T. U. And Ooh, the X station. Fart is my freaking flux. I'll be right back. I gotta find my flux to touch those up because that looks bad. Alright, now where the fart did my flux get off to? I literally lost it. It's not here. These are my PS2 lasers. It's the other shell that I'm working on. This is the PS3. That's my old flux. Where the hell did it go? That's my... Ah! There she is, on the ground. Damn, get it? Hopefully not. Shoot. Wait, what's this one? Oh yeah, the last two that I need to do are U and V. Sorry, R and W. Wait, I thought W I already did. No. R. Oh yeah, you know what? This is supposed to be Q. Wait, no, I lie. Q. Oh, I don't lie. What is this one then? Alright, and then the last two on this side is R and W. So here's R. Here's W. Hey, Chewy. Alright, so yep, those are all Fantizzle Tastrel. Now we're gonna do the harder ones on the other side. This is still definitely 3.3. Ground can still definitely be in the same spot, so this one can be ground. Okay. Now we're gonna do. Let's see if these will actually work. Okay, this is A. And A goes. A goes here. And then these guys here are going to be, this is B. I'm going to try this same tactic here. Except for his wires are stripped infinitely more beautiful than mine. Alright. There we go. Alright, so yeah, that's on that pin. Don't know if it's going to reach the chip, but we'll find out in a moment here. This is the second one. I couldn't get the first one working properly with the chip. It wouldn't read PS1. All right, this is a B. Okay, so yeah, that'll fit. What's up, Summit? And then let's do this one. We'll do this one as G. This down there. Okay, the G is going to be the first of these three. So let's take me too, Michael, me too. We'll see. This one is the first of those three pins, which is G. Oops, I guess that's the one more over here. Okay, and then the second one and third one. Okay. Poopy nuts. Okay, let's not use that side. Side is very ugly. Let's do this one. And the third one should go. Yeah, actually, I think G is the inner one towards B. Yeah, that was right. That was right. Definitely not as pretty as the original wires, but hey, I'm not about pretty, I'm about if it works. Let me double check that this one and this one do not bridge. Nope. And what about this one and this one? Nope. Nor that one, nor that one? No. Okay, so those are on there, albeit ugly. It's uglyful, but that's okay. Like I said, I don't go for beautiful. I go for working. This is going to be Y. Let's see if, and actually I didn't actually wire these in yet, so this one closest to B is gonna be, actually that one is in there, isn't it? That's G. Yeah, so then the next one is this wire. This wire gets fed through the hole. And that is H. Okay, and then the next wire that I have on there is this guy. Oof, don't know if this one's gonna reach. Ooh, just barely. Okay. Now we need where's my Kynar? Here it is. Alright, Emma. Appreciate it. Alright, so this one is reset. Take this one up to here. Alright. 3.3 and ground are already done, so I think we just need to do SX and Y. Okay, there's SX.
Booty was more important than food. Booty.
Booty was... Alright, there's SX. Y is going to be right here. Oh, I cut that one a little too short. So SXY, all those guys, 3.3 in ground. So do we get a dead matrix, or are these smaller boards just a pain in the ass with the matrix infinity? Same thing. When the matrix is plugged in, we get nothing. I mean, again, unless it needs the disk drive. No, I plugged this up without it. So the matrix just doesn't like these red ones. I'm telling you, this is the second time I've wired it, and I get nothing. No video at all. I don't like these matrix infinities. I really don't. What's up, Kibby? I really don't like these chips. Reset QTUV RW SX CX. There is no CX. Ground 3.3. That's it. Yeah, that's all the points there are. I don't get it. What if I take off?
I need Kippy for my bunghole.
If I take off the SX, I don't know why that would matter at all, but oops, this one I didn't actually have the video plugged in. What's up, Kibby? No, it boots. No, I mean it boots without the chip connected. I just took the chip off and the system boots. So, oh, that sucks, Kibby. Huh. Let's see. Damn, it's 11? Fuck. Only thing I got done after hours was one Frankie. Man. Really, really, really sucks. What's up, big boss? Alright, let's see what... I forget his tag on here. Is this it? No. This?
Kill it! Kill it with fire!
Ah, where are our freaking messages? On Discord, Snow. I don't even know where they are. I hate Discord DMs. Ugh. So irritated right now. Let's see. Right here? Snow Squad. Yes. Okay. PS2 modding info. I don't know how that helps me. Modbo diagrams. I already have that. Already have that. All right. Yeah, you can, Bat Bam. Yeah. I was just saying I couldn't find them. I don't know how to sometimes how to find them because you search and you don't freaking find anything. That's for Whacked Man Kibby because he looks like Beavis. Let's see. Let's go to my diagrams here. Consoles. Sony. PS2. Chip PS2 Slim. Matrix Infinity. Matrix Infinity. V. See. 72. $71.42. Isn't that what this is? 71. No, it's a 72.42. Here it is. It's another V19. It says. Huh. Yeah. See, this is a different diagram though. Like. 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's fine. Y is fine. Reset's fine. 3.3 is fine. But so the only ones that are different are, let me see. Oh, thanks, Bat Bam. Well, the Modbos are not hard to install for me. The diagrams are correct. It seems like the diagrams for the Matrix Infinity are not correct. Let me just see here, though, because this one is slightly different from a different Modbo diagram, but it's not even the Matrix Infinity. I'm sorry. It's a Matrix Infinity, but it's an older Matrix Infinity chip. Okay. Y is correct. Yeah, Modbo's just fine. There is no clock pin on the matrix. You don't have to solder that. So right, I understand that. They just work better, Bat Bam. And the diagrams actually work. And now when you boot up the Modbo, it says matrix. It's just I've never had a problem installing those. So A is correct. That's this one. We already know that's correct. B is, honestly, it looks like B might go on the second one, really. Looks like B might go here, and then there's 1, 2, 3 in between. So yeah, it says B might actually go oh, come on. B might actually go on the second one here. Right here. And this is a different diagram. Then there should be 3 in between. And the next one would be Z. There's no Z. So this one wouldn't go. Let's see. Oh, first straight one. The first straight one is, and I mean, this isn't even the same picture. Like, yeah, I mean, I just did it and it's not working. So I'm wondering if this chip is a dud. GHI, so it should be have 4 in between, then 1, 2, 3. So then they should go all the way over. Let's see. Okay. Want the dash. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I think that actually was correct. The first one would go on the first one. Yeah, these diagrams are not actually, they're not good. Like, they suck. Because I do think that this one actually does go here. It's hard to tell because they cover up these little traces here with the letters. Like, this is B, and they cover up the board. So you can't really see which traces are underneath it. What you can see is this trace here goes to the capacitor, and then the next one is the first small via the line that goes up the board. So if we look at mine, you can see that the first one off the capacitor is here, and the first little via that goes off the board is this first pin. So that should be B. And then there's 3 pins afterwards, 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th pin should be one, two, three. This one should be this one. And then this one would be, so they're all in a row. Actually, Z is not even on there, so I don't know what I'm talking about. There is no Z. 3, 4th one is Z, so this one would be G. So G would go here. And then this guy would go. Yeah, I should be using new wires now though, because these are all fucked up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to see if the damn thing boots. That's all I want to know. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4 in between GHI. That was the only thing different from the Modbo diagram. Hey Gabriel, no, this is a PS2 Slim. It's getting the best of me with this Modbo Matrix Infinity that is, not Modbo. Alright, let me just double check. I'm going to have to redo those wires anyway because they're pretty horrid. And then Y. Oh yeah, Y was from a different point on the diagram as well. On the other mod chip, it was supposed to be pin 1, like you were saying, but it's actually not pin 1 in the Modbo diagram. This is pin 1 where the dot is, but on the Modbo diagram, it says to go here, which is where that other mod chip was installed. And that would actually be the last pin, because it goes to this pin here. But that's what the Modbo diagram says as well. Well, I'm sorry, this is a Matrix Infinity diagram, but an older Matrix Infinity chip, not the same one that I have. Exactly, Batbam, yeah. But this is a different Matrix Infinity, but the SX is telling me to go here, which is... actually, I don't even think this is... Oh yeah, I lie. It's not even... That's not even pin 1. I went to here. Before I went to here, it's telling me to go to this capacitor. So, not here. And that is pin 1, so it... I don't know. That is where I went before. Never mind. I didn't go here. I went to this resistor, which goes to pin 1. But this is telling me to go to this capacitor right there. Like I said, I've not had any problems installing Modbos because the diagrams are current. These diagrams suck.
Fuck no. I just fucked it.
Alright, so that's S. Let me just double check that G, H, and I are correct on here, and then we'll try turning it on again. But I just don't know why we're getting no video. Unless this chip is dead.
It's a scam? No.
So B, G, H, I. So, let's see. So B is here, and that should be this one. Okay, G is here, that should be the second one. H is here, and that should be the third one. Yep, and then I would be that last one. Okay, that's good. And then Y would go back to there. Unreal, dude. This might be it might be a dud chip. I don't know. Let's see. I'll try it on one more time here. Damn, Jason. Damn. Go away. Let me see the no. There we go. Yeah, still no video. No video. But if I take the chip off, it works. So, yeah, I don't know. And like I said, this chip came installed on it. This Super 7 chip. And this one did have 2 grounds. It had clock as well. It also had an F solder point and but no CX. So I don't know if they did anything else when they installed this Super 7 chip. I don't know if there's anything else on the board that's different, like that they took off or, you know, did. I have no idea. All I know is that when I remove the Modbo, the board boots again. So beats me. The only other thing I have is I have the ground at a different spot, but I mean, ground is freaking ground. So if ground is here, it should also be on the back of this chip over here. Yeah, it's fine. A, B, G, H, I. And all of these are, there's no shorts on these. A to B, B to G, G to H, H to I. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But I've installed this now twice, and I get no video. So I don't know. I really don't. And I'm having a trouble with the other Slim, which is also one of the newer models. So either these Matrix Infinities just don't work with those, or yeah, all of those are good. They're not shorting anything. It looks ugly, but they're connected, and I'm just trying to test if this thing powers on, which it doesn't. And the black wire is going to be the chip. Let me check. I am getting it from the other side of that's the only other difference that I have. And maybe I shouldn't. You know, it's supposed to be a fuse in some diagrams, but in this one it's actually a resistor. And they do say, you know, to solder it on this side. That's the only other difference that I have, is that I'm not soldering on the same side as that fuse. It's supposed to be a fuse, but it's actually a resistor. And both of the PS2s that I've been working on, it's a resistor. But the other one powers on. It just doesn't play PS1 games for some odd reason. It'll only play PS2 games. It goes to a black screen on the PS1 games. If this turns on because of that, I'm going to just be like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'll check the chip. Yeah, no video. So let's see if the chip gets voltage. Before I kill myself, let me flip this over. Turn it on. Let's see what voltage we're getting at the chip. 3.458. So yeah, it's getting solid. Just no video. Until I unhook the chip. I don't get it. Yeah, no idea, man. It's freaking really weird. double check on the other letters that they're not bridged, but I didn't put these wires I left on because they're actually correct. It's missing one, missing one, 2, and then 1. Yeah, and then those are all correct as well, so. Yeah, beats me. Beats me. Alright, well. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Either that or this chip is dud. This is the only chip I haven't installed, so it's possible that this one's a dud. Very possible. Let's see. These guys here. Just make sure that they're not shorted together. Let's take the voltage one off. Oops. Let's take these off. Take these off. That's ground. Reset. You know what? Fuck it. Might as well take these ones off too, because I don't want them hanging around. Might as well just redo the whole thing. Don't want to do it tonight, though. Take this one off. These ones off. And these ones. Yeah, I did. Well, I don't know about CDs. I don't know if I tried booting it, but the system turns on. And the old mod chip was in it, so I don't... yeah, I did actually. Because the old mod chip, you had to manually trigger stuff. And he wanted the he wanted the matrix in. Okay, so no bridges on that. Nothing on this. Nothing's busted underneath where the chip was. No bridges on this chip. No bridges down there. So now everything is removed. Everything is removed again for the second time. But it didn't, you know, it's funny because the last time I removed everything, it didn't display video either, unless there was, I had some of the wires still connected, so I guess they could have been bridging, but. And we get video. So definitely the mod chip. Definitely the mod chip. So I'm just kind of assuming that that mod bow is dead. And I've been struggling with a dead mod bow. Either that or it just doesn't like these boards. It's one or the other. Because I can't actually find an original Matrix Infinity diagram for this. So that's why I just want to put a mod bow in it, to be honest with you. But I just wasted like 2 or 3 hours on this PlayStation. And the same thing that happened on the other one. So I'm probably at a total of like 10 hours working on these 3. And I only charge $150 to put the mod chips in. At this point, it's just a waste of time. This one's an actual Matrix Infinity. He made sure to buy authentic Matrix Infinity. And I've installed 3 of them already. 2 of them were on the older model PS2 Slims, and those worked no problem. But these 2 PS2s, the newer ones with these smaller boards, the V19s and the V17s, I can't get this chip to work. So I think I'm just going to tell him I'm not doing these. I'm not doing these Matrix Infinities. I'm just going to do, because I don't offer Matrix Infinity installs. I only offer the mod bows. It's the same amount of wires. They're already flashed to 1.93. Matter of fact, I reflashed it. I burned a CD and reflashed it to 1.93 on that red one. And I've checked the wiring on that red one like 4 times. The other red one, that is. This is the second red one of fucking hell. The first one, the first one's here, and it works. It plays PS2 imports. It plays PS2 regular. So this is a Japanese PS2. It plays American PS2 games. It just doesn't play PS1 games at all. Neither American nor Japanese. It just doesn't play them. It'll spin up, it'll launch the game, and then it just sits at a black screen. So, yeah. I don't know what the deal is with that. Oh, okay, Batman. Well, thank you. Yeah, I doubt that, but okay. If it works, then it would work. Because it does work, actually. The mod chip is working. That's the thing that has me stumped. Is that the PS1 side is easier, should be easier to get working than the PS2 side. This is a Japanese console. And here is the mod bow installed on it with an American game. I mean, you can't really find the diagram for this specific Matrix Infinity. The ones that I'm finding are for the older ones. So here's an American game working on this Japanese PS2. Just fine with mod bow. Just fine. But you put in an American or Japanese PS1 game, and it just launches to a black screen. Try different lasers. I know it's not the laser. So see, look, launches it right away. Sometimes it does this, though, where like it'll launch, and then the CD doesn't spin back up. But if you try it again, then it will. Yeah, the other, well, I get conflicting reports, Juan. This one's a GH 70-42. This is the one that I've gotten to work partially. But you see, this is what this one does. It launches the game, but it doesn't launch the game. It just sits there. So, and I've checked the wiring over and over and over again, and I have no idea what it could be. I thought maybe it was just taking a long time to load the disc, but nope. No. There's no resolution. You don't need to change that on these. They just work. Nah, has nothing to do with resolution. It's got to be something to do with the SX pin, but I can't figure it out because the diagrams are all, this is what the diagrams say. So, beats me. But I really just can't spend this much time on consoles. I just can't. I got too much stuff to do right now, so if this is just going to have to take a back seat, and I still, even if it takes a back seat, I don't know what else to do. Following the diagrams is not my mod chip. I didn't make the damn thing. If I follow the diagrams and it doesn't work, then I don't know what else to do. I want to check one thing, though, on this SX pin. Just I'm going to try to see if it is on this one, if it's on pin 1. And if it's not, I'm going to try to change it. But I think it is, though. They want it, but I can't install it, Bam. What do you mean the mod bow worked? No. They didn't have a mod bow. No, I'm not, Igami. Yeah, so this is on pin 1. So, and I don't know if A, B, G, H, I have anything to do with PS1. I really don't. They didn't want the old chip, the Super 17 or whatever it was. No, they didn't want that. All right, this is a 7242. The 7142. Sorry, this is a 7042, isn't it? 7042. Let me see. 7042. I don't even know if the old one worked because I didn't really. No, I don't know why they didn't want it. They just wanted the Matrix. I don't know if Snow Squad's still here. I don't know why he didn't want the old chip. Let's see. So this first pin, yeah, it's supposed to go to here. They have it labeled as going to this via. But I have it going to the pin instead, which is fine. And then there should be, yep, 2 pins in between, and then this pin, which it's there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 pins. Yep, and then G, H, and I all together. And those are all there. G, H, and I. And then Y. So this one's wired up correctly as well. There's no bridge. I've already checked it. I've checked it like 3 times, Bam. There's no bridge. It looks bad because there's flux in between there because I haven't gotten it working, so I haven't cleaned it off. But yeah, this isn't bridged, so I can press this pin. And I can touch the pin down there. Beeps. This one does not beep, so no bridge. No bridge. No bridge. This one up here. No bridge. No bridge. No bridge. So it does look like it, yeah. I admit it's got flux in there. It doesn't look great, but it's not bridged. Well, that now it's bridged because it's trying to touch that one up a little bit, but hey, this would be perfect for my new tip, which I have still not even tried because I haven't gotten back to that switch yet. Yeah, these look like it because there's flux in between it, but I'm checking them with the multimeter and they're fine. So yeah, I guess that these older PS2s are these newer PS2s just, I don't know, they're harder to get working with the Modbo is what I'm thinking, or the Matrix. But yeah, I'm tapped out with these things, man. He's just gonna have to get another chip. He's gonna have to either go with the Modbo, or I'm just gonna have to undo this. And you know, he said something about getting a different slim for me, but I mean, he would have to swap the shells because the older slims won't fit in this shell. It's a different shell than the you know, so he wants to keep the red shells, and I'm like, yeah, well, that's only on the new ones. Oh, has me frustrated, stressed out. Well, this is the diagram that I have, and this one says V1970, and here's SX, and it's between these two are connected. So it doesn't matter if you have it connected to the cap or to the resistor. They're the same point. It just says in the middle because I don't know why it says in the middle, but that's where I have it connected. Not only that, but if you don't have the SX connected, it shouldn't even launch past that. You know, when it launches a PS2 game, you see the PlayStation boot logo come up, and then it launches and it goes to a black screen. It wouldn't even do that if the SX pin wasn't connected, because it wouldn't even be able to read the game. You know? So, I really don't know what the deal is. Let me see. That's a V7 V8 though. That's a different board. Yeah, that's a whole different spot. Yeah, that's a whole different board. No idea, Paladin, but I don't mod cases, so wouldn't matter. That's just a whole nother bag of worms to open up. I hate modding cases, doing any type of trimming or anything like that. But yeah, that's like a V7 V8. Those are the older PS2s. Those ones are easy to do. Dark. I mean, with a Modbo, because like I said, I've never installed a authentic Matrix Infinity because they're really not used anymore. People just buy the Modbos. But I know it's reading CDs because I play a PS2 CD and it works just fine. So it's not the laser. Fact scoped. See, it wouldn't launch that if it wasn't reading the game. It even spins down to the slower speed, like it loaded the game and it's reading it just fine. But for some reason, it just doesn't. I will check one more thing though with my controller and see what happens. Yeah, no, you're right, Atheris, you're right. And I think that it does. But again, the person who I'm installing it for is like, that's not normal. Like, he doesn't want that. And I don't really know how to, you know what I mean? Like, he won't be happy if I send it to him and it's doing that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that it does read the games if you hit circle, or at least one of the ones I tried, it was actually loading the games. So I mean, I think it has just something to do with the fact that it's a official one. So here, if I hold circle, I'll hold circle, and watch, it'll probably load. And the disc doesn't stop. You see that? You see how the disc didn't stop? Yeah, see, it'll load it if I hold circle. And he's like, well, you know, he told me that there's like 3 or 4 other guys that he's in contact with about the mods, and they're like, oh no, it shouldn't do that. It shouldn't do that if it's working properly. And I'm like, well, what the fuck, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it works if you hold circle, which means, and I told him, I was like, the mod chip's working properly. There's nothing more I can do. No, he's a good customer. He's awesome. He sent me hella shit, but I mean, the thing is I know how the mod bows work, and the mod bows should load it up, but I mean, I've never done it on this model. So as you could see, this loads the discs if you hold circle, which I did know that already. Ace had told me to do that, and I knew you could hold circle for Force PS1, but why do you have to force it to play PS1? Does it think it's a movie or something, you know? So that's what I'm saying, Eunice. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I think that this one works, and this one should be sent off the way that it is. But he's not going to be happy because he doesn't want to have to hold circle. So I'll have to talk to Snow Squad and see, because yeah, I'm done. I'm done fucking with these. This one, I have no idea why it's not working. I could try a mod bow on it for him, but at this point, yeah, I think it does, Bam. Plus, this is a Japanese one. Well, actually, that was a Japanese game. I already think I tried the CDRs on this. Yeah, and it did. It did play a CDR. See? There. It's playing a CDR. Okay, well, maybe it's not reading this one, but this one might not be the one that works. There's a couple discs that I have that aren't burnt properly. I gotta find the right one. Let me see. Let's try... let's try, and that disc is hella dirty. I don't know if it'll play, yeah, Descent Maximum. It'll definitely play that. It should. Let me turn it off. Hold circle. Turn it on. It wasn't me who made that disc, but somebody did. Maybe it was one of the other ones that was playing a burnt disc. Oh yeah, Theris? The thing is I've done a lot of them, and yeah, it's not even reading this one. I'm not sure why. It's doing the same thing as if you don't need, maybe you don't need to do the PS1 mode. Maybe you just play it normally. Man, I don't know. That is a pain in the ass, though. Hmm. Yeah, I guess not. I guess it doesn't play those CDs. Let's see. Will it play Madden, which is an American game? Beats me, yeah. I have no idea. The only game that it seemed to have launched so far by holding circle was the Japanese game itself, which is very odd. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. And now it probably won't even launch this one, but it's not the laser. Yeah, I should probably reball it. That'll work. Okay, so I don't know. Yeah, it's launching the Japanese game only. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's only reading the Japanese game, like the mod chip isn't working for the PS2 side. Which means that either the chip doesn't work with this model, or the diagrams are incorrect. But it wouldn't even boot the PS2. It won't boot this Japanese game if I boot it up normally. I have to hold circle. That's the only one that will boot. Oops. Let me go back to this and hold this. So okay, that needs to be on. That needs to be on. And then we can save that. Then we can put a burnt disk in. Let's see. Then we can hold down circle and see if it works. This is the last one as well, yeah. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not working. Yeah, see, it's not loading it. Even if I just do a normal boot. Yeah, nothing. The motherboard revision or the actual like SCPH model number. Yeah. So it's something screwy though. I don't think it's my fault because I don't have this much trouble when I do mods and stuff. So it's something funky with like either the Japanese system, the motherboard revision, and or the mod chip, or both. I don't know, but I don't think it's the soldering, especially on that other one that I did. This one literally wouldn't even display video with the mod chip connected. So yeah, these are the 7071s at Theris. I don't know what any of that means, Dark. Yeah, I don't know. But it's obviously reading the PS1 games because it'll launch the Japanese game. So it's something else is going on with it, and I don't know what. If we go here, we can go to boot mode. I don't know what any of these are either. Yeah, that's just for videos, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what these are. Yeah. Yeah, but so it doesn't make any difference then. So beats me.
Booty was more important than food. Booty.
But to me, the fact that it's launching past this boot animation is got to be something, because it wouldn't do that if it wasn't trying to launch the PS1 game. You know, I mean, it would just read indefinitely and say like unsupported PS1 disc, or you know, whatever. If it's loading it like this and going to this black screen, then something else is amiss. That's my opinion. Let's hold down circle and we'll force PS1 mode again. This is an American PS1 game. It's just not launching it on this system. Yeah, because it wouldn't launch it if it didn't. Now, what's weird about those Matrix Infinities is the other two that I modded that are older generations, they don't show the boot animation unless you hold circle. If you don't hold circle, it'll boot all the games, but not with the PS1 boot animation, which he also said shouldn't do that. And I'm like, well, I'm not monkeying around with them anymore because they all work. They play all the games. It's just they don't show the boot animation for PS1. And I was like, yeah, that's all I can do on those. So these red ones, I think I'm done with. Yeah, that usually means the laser's going bad, though. Because, you know, like I said, I did these older models here. These ones need, you know, these ones are not, they don't have an internal power supply. These are the older ones. And he thinks again that there's something wrong with my install because it doesn't play the PS1 boot animation. Right, well this is an American console. So same thing. Boom, it launched the game. But see how it does that stop? The disc stops for a second, and I think that has to do with the mod chip, like enabling something. And then it just takes a second for this game to load. But you see how it's changing the, see, and then it loads, but no boot animation. Right? And then if you turn it off, and you know, he thinks that this is wrong, and I'm like, dude, like the chip works. Like it plays the game. But if you hold circle and turn it on, and this is again, it's an American game and an American console. But if I hold circle, I think it does the boot animation if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But see how the disc didn't stop spinning? Actually, it's not doing the boot animation. Or it's not. If you hold circle, it doesn't stop the disc. It just goes right into the game. But this is an American system, and this is a Japanese game. So if the mod chip wasn't working, Right, that's what I said. I said, I mean, whether it plays with the logo or not is really not my concern. If it works is my concern. If it launches Japanese games and it's an American system, see, the disc stops if you don't hold circle. If you hold circle, then the disc doesn't stop, but you'll see this loads perfectly fine. Same install as I did on the other one. So, of course, different diagram. This game actually does take a while to load. It's Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 2, or whatever the hell one it is. But it works just fine. So, and then if you restart it and hold circle. Well, that's the thing is he's getting conflicted reports. He's got Modsville USA who's telling them that it should. See? Still doesn't say it. Somebody already said that. Batbam already said stick with PS3. Batbam's on his period again tonight, so he's just bashing on me all night. Hey, Tokra. It's about midnight here. Been here way too long, and I've gotten, like, no work done. I just stayed after tonight to try to get some extra work done, and I didn't get shit done. This is an OG Matrix Infinity. That's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying, and that's why he wants this chip, is because he's like, these are authentic Matrix Infinities, and it should have the logo, but it doesn't. Or maybe Batbam, but probably not. Batbam just is a negative person, and sometimes he likes to come on here and bag on people to make himself feel better. Does it from time to time. I'm kind of used to it.
Reballing is bullshit.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I've spent enough time on these consoles, and not only one, but both of these systems are acting the same with the no logos. I have no idea where he got them from. He said somewhere in Poland. I'm not sure if it's Shop One Media or not, but he said it's from Poland. And they're the green dot versions. See, this Matrix has a green dot on the chip right here. And these are green dot Matrix Infinities, which I don't know what any of that means, because I don't give a damn about these chips. I just put a Modbo in it and call it a day, because it works just fine. And I mean, even if there are some glitches with the Modbo, like, you know, whatever, that's just, I mean, obviously there's some glitches with this one. Oh, it would be Shop One Media? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what they say. That's what everybody says. But I mean, how hard is it to put a freaking dot on there? Like, it's nothing special. You could get a fake one, program it that could be updated with the firmware, and you could stick this silly little dot on there. It's not like it's anything official. Look at it. It's like a piece of paint. Like, I could scratch this shit off with my finger if I wanted to. And, you know, anybody can put a green dot on there. Who freaking cares if it has a green dot on it? Right. Yeah. And it had 1.93 on it. Funny thing is though, I took the BIOS chip off of one of them and dumped it, and it was missing data when I compared it with the downloadable 1.93 firmware. It had FFs instead of data. So I went to go flash the chip, but the chip was locked. So then I put the chip back on the Matrix and burnt a CD with 1.93 and burnt 1.93 from the chip, from the CD back onto the chip. So I don't know. I didn't read it again to see if it fixed anything, but it didn't. It still did the same thing. Oh, I have no doubt that it's legit. I just have doubts whether it's supposed to operate that way. You know what I'm saying? But I reflashed it. That's what I'm saying. Could be. It could be. But, you know, I mean, my time is my time. So if I'm spending 2 hours to install this and it's a bad flash and the customer has to send it back and get another one, I have to reinstall it. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not the one warranting the labor just to keep installing chips. You know what I mean? All I know is that these have stressed me out enough that I really don't even want to see them anymore. I have other things that I need to do as well. Tonight I was hoping to get a lot more work done, and I didn't get anything done. So now I'll come in tomorrow and it's late, so I won't get much sleep. So I'll come in tomorrow upset that I didn't get anything done, and I got lots of work. Usually it doesn't bother me when I have a lot of work, but I'm really backed up right now. Like, I have a lot of work to do, and it wouldn't even stress me out if I had a lot of work to do. It's just that I got everybody on my back calling me every day. I didn't check on the status. Is my stuff done? Is my stuff done? Is my stuff done? So it gets stressful. And I'm like, dude, it's not. You want it back? You should take it somewhere else, because I'm trying my best. So these ones go with this one. This one goes over here. This guy is this one. And it goes here. These red ones, I don't think I'm going to install a chip on anymore. Good. I'm glad, Bat Bam. I'm glad. For the wrong reasons. But I'm glad. It's only something a terrible person would say, Bat Bam. No, Jason, I have not finished your Booter Intruder. You're going to have to be patient like the rest of y'all. When I finish your Booter Intruder, I'll call you and let you know. Cool? So this one is a good laser. I tried another laser in that. It didn't work because it's not the damn laser. See, I think it's the motherboard more than the mod bow. So tomorrow I got to make some tokens for this. Cut the tokens off, do the voltage mod. Matter of fact, I actually should write down what I did on this one. This is 1136. I Frankied it. Voltage, token, miscellaneous, ultrasonic. I checked the PS2 games. He wants, I think, official firmware. No, he wants custom firmware, but no keychain.
I need Kippy for my bunghole.
This one is ready to do the rest of the stuff for the Frankie tomorrow. And I have not gotten any further with my repairs. Well, I mean, a little bit. I did a MacBook after hours. I need to see as well if my if I got the email for my NOR tool, so I can actually use it on this computer. Oh boy. Nope, I did not get my license yet. Let me see. Let me copy this to my DVD drive and see if that helps. Or my USB drive. Let me see. Can I run this tool yet? Nope. Interesting one. Where'd you find that? Yeah, Jason. Let me see. Hey, later, Atheris. Thanks for the support, man. I appreciate the help. Thanks for sticking with me. I was moody tonight. Shit was irritating me. But I appreciate you. I'll see you again. Yes, I am, Bat Bam. Yeah, me too, Atheris. Am I leaving already? What's up, Kyle? Oh, man. Yeah, I still didn't get that. All right. I think I'm done. Mavs. Yeah, it's Mavs, me, and Fat Man, but you just can't see us. His hair is fucking crazy wild in this one. What's a Lucador? I don't know what that is. What, GS boards? GH? It was a 7042 and a 7142. Oh, man. Oh, nice, Makina. Hell yeah. Yeah, he kind of does. He kind of does. That's funny. Oh, man. That's funny, Ellie. All right, y'all. I'm freaking passing out in my chair here. I'm going home. Where's my glasses? I'm going home. Thank you for chilling out tonight. Sorry I was irritable. I'll probably be irritable until I can get through a lot of the repairs that I have. So hopefully I can wake up tomorrow and come in here and get everything done. Later, Jason. Yeah, later, Yeti. Later, Barry, Sean. Big Boss, Sean Causeway, Makina, Paladin, Get It, Kyle, Atheris, Bat Bam, Poorly Hung, Michael, Delima. And I don't know who else is in here because my chat doesn't go up. The Remora. Good night, honey. Nice. Yep, I'm going to bed. Peace out, guys. Peace in. Peace out. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Not like Bat Bam. Peace.